Hey there, Shrine Runners! Hello, and welcome to the Fox Shrine. I'm Araxis, your host, and today we're going to be playing some Limbus Company. Hey there, Kuro. Hey, Ada. Welcome. Hope you're all doing alright. Not exactly in the mood of things, given America's basically just kidnapped the Venezuelan president. Which is a lovely time for the world, isn't it? So let's just get into the game and try and focus on something more positive, like a global dystopia of the city, right? All right. Let's go. Oh yeah. Look it up, Kuro. There's been explosions all over Caracas, I believe. And yeah, Trump's basically like put out a statement on his Truth social media bullshit that they've captured Maduros and his wife. Kidnapped, obviously. Let's just be straight up about it. Yeah. Fuck yeah, US imperialism. Anyway, I said I was going to upgrade some of my characters over here. I don't actually have the resources to do so. So they're going to be stuck at up high level 3 for now. I might sort of switch things out to use some people who are at level 4. Because I do have those, after all. I think you are. Well, you aren't either. I need to write that down. Okay, there we go. Need to keep track of that sort of thing. Anyway. Let's get into Limbus Company, shall we? Our next chapter is Shurajo. Not quite sure what that means, but let's get into it, shall we? As always, do let me know how the audio levels are.
말게. 황금 가전은 보존통에 들어있으니 함부로 대하지 말고.
Yeah, hey Kailash, let's sit up straight and have ourselves a drink. Hope you're doing alright.
그래. 우리도 황금 가지들 구해오느라 그렇게 고생을 해야 됐는데 막대하겠나?
Gregor's comment did nothing to deter Hohenheim, who kept voicing his warning again and again. 3 in a row! Good for you.
그럼 실험실은 그쪽이고 통제실은...
I do like how she's got like an ID for herself as well. It's a nice little touch, like especially if it's like going around like a top secret facility. They always give you those lanyards and all that. Ezra was tracing the available routes to guide the LCD team members who arrived with Moses, while others crept down the corridor, alert for any dangers lurking in the shadows.
뭐야? 너 조심해!
The corridor was thrown into complete chaos. Guess we're not going to be traveling together.
싱클레어 씨, 이곳으로 오세요.
안 돼! 거리가 너무 멀어요!
Is everyone alright?
환상체 탈출에 대비해 설치된 격리 시스템이 작동된 것으로 보인다.
Merceau, who had been standing close by, replied in a monotonous voice. And just as he said, when I looked around...
까딱하면 벽에 깔릴 뻔했어.
간발의 차였구려.
But Heathcliff got crushed anyway.
조악해. 불신앙이다.
Just when I didn't think it could get any worse, it did.
필요한 시간 낭비. 어? 그런데 유슈 씨는 어디에 계시는 건가요?
Yeah, looks like we are separated.
관리자나리! 어디 있는가?
Oh, that's the Dawn line. When you've got like default Dawn on the main menu and you leave the game for a while, he yells out. Sinclair and Don Quixote were desperately calling out from the other side of the wall.
아, 이렇게까지 완전히 단테님과 분리되어 본 적은 처음이네요.
그럼 이제 함부로 다치지도 못하겠네. 주변에 환상체가 등장한 것 같진 않은데요.
역시 차단벽의 제어권도 넘어간 것 같군요. 보란듯이 저희를 나눠버렸습니다.
걱정 마십시오, 관리자님. 사소한 차질일 뿐입니다. 이자들의 통솔은 제게 맡겨주시면 됩니다.
네? 곧바로 그런 말부터 하신다고요? 단테의 걱정부터.
To be fair, it is important to get like your command lines organized in situations like that.
난감하게 되었군.
Owenheim let out a heavy sigh.
팀장님, 괜찮으세요?
그래, 다행히도 부상자는 없어 보이는 것.
After all that planning, we ended up getting separated into completely random teams.
일단 나누어진 인원부터 파악하지.
Okay, it's me, Maso, Ragor, and Yisang here. Also Ryoshu.
여기는 탐정님이랑 나랑 앵두 씨랑 그리고
저랑 이스마일 씨와 로자 씨 그리고 오티스 씨가 계시네요.
Okay, I guess Otis might not end up being in charge. I get the feeling maybe it'll be Moses. Yeah, hey there, Sion. No worries about the lurk. Hope you get something nice for dinner. And yeah, be responsible when you're driving, obviously.
이쪽은 나와 마튼 군과 조수 군, LC 팀원들 그리고 그 밖에 등등이 있네.
등등이 무엇인가?
자신보다 능력 있는 사람을 인정하는 것이 어려운 자들이 쓰는 의존 명사입니다.
저랑 돈키호테 씨와 파우스트 씨가 계시네요.
Don Quixote and Faust are the same team. There was no chance we could get the security wall out of our way, even with our combined efforts.
안 되는군요, 역시. 마스터 카드 키로 강제 개방할 수 있어야 하는데.
The LCE wasn't having any luck on their side.
약간의 변동이 생기긴 했지만 어쩔 수 없을 것 같군. 작전대로 간다. LCD를 포함한 이 인원은 시설 내에 돌아다니고 있는 것들을 순차적으로 제압한다.
CCTV를 복구하는 대로 그쪽 안내를 돕겠습니다.
지금 말한 대로 LC, 호헨하임이 포함된 팀은 통제실로 향해서 전력 복구에 집중하며 관리자님과 나머지 인원이 있는 팀은 황금가재 확보를 위해 실험실로 향하는 것이 되겠군.
왜 나는 제압이야. 제일 힘든 걸. 그럼 우리는 먼저 이동한다.
That's kind of a cute CG there, with the characters sort of blacked out a little bit as they go their separate ways.
내가 앞장서도록 하지. 따라오도록.
And with that, Otis and the LCD team's footsteps faded into the distance on the opposite side. I guess Otis is taking charge.
우리도 슬슬 이동하도록 하지. 사실 여기에 있는 마튼군과 조수군만 데려가도 통제실을 복구하는 정도는 아무 문제가 없을 것 같긴 하지만 말이야.
I think it's cute that Hohenheim is still referring to Heathcliff as his assistant.
전력 시설의 구조가 그리 체계적으로 되어 있진 않나 보군요. 이러한 통제불능의 상황까지 대비하여 백업 장치 설계를 했어야 한다는 유감스러운 의견을 표할 수밖에 없습니다.
내가 건물의 설계까지 도맡아 할 만큼 한가하지는 않았어서 말이네. 하지만 실험실의 구조만 독립적으로 놓고 보자면
고작 이런 일로 울상짓지 마시게나, 히스클리프군.
맞아요. 저희 셋이서 뭉친다면 어떤 일이든 아마
The voices of Hohenheim and the other sinners also slipped further away into the background. Should we move on to?
황금 가지가 가까이 느껴지면 바로 말해줘. 빨리 장반.
Okay.
하. 그러고 보니 흡연자 둘이 딱 여기에 모였군 그래.
I have to form a separate team if I'm going to be restricted to this lot. I wish I had more shards available so that I could level up. I should have the thread available at least to get to thread level 3 for the N-Corp IDs for Ryoshu and Yi-san at least, so that's a team. That's a duo.
아니 다들 어떻게 담배도 안 태우고 이런 노동 환경을 버티는지 모르겠다니까.
피운 시절은 있었다. 지속할 이유를 찾지 못하였을 뿐.
그래? 그래? 못 폈는데.
담배라고 지칭될 수 있는 것 대부분을.
아니 난 1년 내내 바른 생활 사나이로만 알았지 뭐야.
I mean, we're so used to go to clubs, right? He mentioned having been in the clubbing scene, or at least knowing like club etiquette.
필요하다면 통상적인 올바른, 올바르지 않은 일들을 가리지 않고 했다.
나는 구인의 시절 동료들의 권유로 면목음한 적은 있었네.
I once partook in the wacky tobacco.
그게 처음이자 마지막이었어. 다 같이 웃음을 터뜨렸지만 담배 자체가 유쾌하진 않았어.
처음에 다 그렇지. 왜 어깨 꼬면 그래?
류슈양은 언제부터 권련을 애용하기 시작했는가?
Every pair of eyes searched Ryoshu's face, but she didn't bother telling us her story, nor did she reveal any signs of unease or anxiety. What we saw on her face was inexplicable exhilaration, thrill, and, strange as it may seem, a fury chilling to the marrows.
글쎄, 어렸을 때부터 보고 자란 게 그것뿐이라.
아닌 게도 이상하긴 한가. 이번이 류슈 씨 차례 맞지?
그래, 너무 노골적이어서 비웃음이 날 정도지.
어떤가, 류슈양. 과거를 마주해야 하는 기분이란.
당연히 즐겁다. 기다린 보람이 있어.
아, 그러고 보니 류슈 씨는 아까부터 담배를 물고 있지 않네.
그래. 미리부터 연습 중이다.
Turns out this Canto is about Ryoshu kicking nicotine addiction. Meanwhile, back at the transporter truck,
붉은 시선. 당신에게만큼은 없을 줄 알았는데 말이야.
they're certainly having a fight.
우습지 않아? 이 보잘것없는 짐덩어리 하나 빼앗겼다고 천하의 붉은 시선이 제대로 검 한 번 휘둘러보지 못하는 꼬라지가. 그래도 이해하지 못하는 건 아니야. 버릴 수도 죽일 수도 없는 것을 원치 않게 떠맡은 적이 나도 있거든. 아니, 원했던 건 맞지만 그딴 짐덩어리일 줄 몰랐던 걸지도. 루치오가 조사해온 걸 보면 딱히 이거랑 아무 관계도 아닌 남남인 것 같던데. 혹시 이게 필요한 이유라도 있는 건가? 목적 때문에 이러지도 저러지도 못하고 꾸역꾸역 가지고 다니는 걸 보니 우리 티켓이나 저기 있는 교본처럼 거슬려 죽여버리고 싶어도 바라는 미래를 위해서 어쩔 수 없이 죽은 건가?
Valentina's really dehumanizing with calling Ryoshu ticket, Luccio's textbook. Like, just everyone's an object to her.
우리 꽤 공통점이 많나 봐. 응?
네가 그렇게 쓸데없는 말을 계속 짓거리며 도발하는 이유는 알고 있다. 그것들이 본사에서 수행하고 있는 임무, 그 작전이 완수되었다는 신호가 오기 전까지 내 발을 묶어두려는 거겠지. 하지만 내 검이 니놈의 목에 닿지 않고 있다고 해서 네가 데리고 다니는 이 애송이의 목까지 안전한 게 아니라는 점을 잊지 않았으면 좋겠군.
재밌겠네. 한번 해봐. 내가 우리 티켓을 위해 만든 교본이 특색에게서 얼마나 버틸 수 있는지 나도 궁금하네. 응?
Wonder how that's going to play out there. Oh, hello. Roseate Desire. That's the ribbons, right? And yeah, as I thought, we're down to 4 people for this fight. What I'm going to do, actually, do I want to switch out to Penitence, which is a very good sort of like solo sort of ID, or do I want to go into leveling up the N-Corp IDs? Let's have
재촉지 마시오. 어련히 가겠지.
Let's have a look and see how
이제야 부르나.
goals play out.
좀요.
There's no red there, or pale. Alright. You're pretty solid. Hold on, before I level you up, let me check out how I want to equip things. Okay, Fire Fist office. Is there anyone who will give me blue? Okay, you will give blue. If I level you up, of course. I think you might have blue as well, actually. Okay, let's go with this. I've got a fairly balanced sin setup here. We do have like a variety of like status effects that I'm going to be putting down, so it's not exactly synergized like our Heisho deck around Rupture with a few other things, but this should be pretty solid. We actually got a little bit of syncing, actually, given the Ecchi is Sin type. Let's go with this. So level you up. You will get leveled up too. Level you up. And you too. There we go. All right. Now let me see our ego. All right. I want bygone days. But honestly, it's a good syncing one. I don't think we're inflicting enough syncing for that to be relevant. Okay. Blind obsession. Pride. I don't think you've got any pride with no, that's gloom, isn't it? Okay. So I'll stick with that. Probably. Yeah, Nebulize is solid. It'll help us get poise on people. This one might be good for giving us some combined over here. Got regret over there. What I want, or I definitely want pursuance because this one's a heal for us as well as some protection. Why haven't I leveled you up? Debating. Anyway, let's just level you up. More of a tremor ego. We'll grab it. Would I rather that? Heals or takes bleed damage. With that. And here... Yeah, Bygone Days will be our FP heal skill. Level that up. That is actually something I would like to level up to 4 to increase its SP regeneration. So Solemn Lament there. What an Unbridled Joy or Garden of Thorns. Like, this one is a heal, but it does require 2 of every single ego. On the other hand, this one is more of a setup sort of skill. Oh, I can't, unfortunately. I don't have enough shards to level him up. And given that we're in a new Canto, I can't just like run the mirror dungeon and grab the things until I've got enough. So yeah, haven't up-threaded his one yet. But we're not using it this time anyway, so we do have up tie 4s for everyone at the moment. I need to remind myself of Unbrilliant Glory. Because that one was interesting. Yeah, if we can activate this one immediately, this one would be nice so that we can get ourselves some instant FP regeneration. I mean, I think it like uses up some anyway, so it's not exactly regenerating, but we'll get Man of the Scabbard, which will give us a bunch of stuff, and then we can like use this after it sort of like charges up. Yeah, that one's the Arcanite's Collab Ego. Yeah, so we'll use that. Yeah, I think this is fine.
자,
Do you want to deploy you
해골바가지를
first, though,
범이
just for the sake of it?
부드려 패러 간다.
관리인가 아니면 애도인가?
주먹.
연료는
Let's go with
잔뜩
that.
준비해뒀지.
기다려라, 거태. 곧 먹이를 먹여주지.
Running into these mannequins. Are they made by those nurse fathers?
그래. 정확히는 약지압이 혼자다.
Okay, the ring, eh?
신체파. 인간의 근육과 뼈로 수축과 이완을 이용하는 예술이다. 거기에 큐비즘도 조금 끼얹었나?
Is corporism... I think corporism is a real art movement. Let me quickly look that one up. No, corporatism. Maybe corporism isn't like a real art movement. Or maybe it is. Again, like against corporism, but is that what I think it is? Completely different. I think it might be just being made up. Alright. I mean, corpor, like, be like the corpus or corpses, so, Cubism is real, though.
고약하구만.
보이시오? 저것들의 몸에 글씨가 적혀 있는 것 같소만.
These corpses were engraved with a wild scrawl of a message, carved with a blade. They began shuffling at us in that uncanny rhythm, entirely devoid of any semblance of will.
사랑하는 우리 딸, 이 곡선을 주의 깊게 봐주세요.
갈비뼈라는 건 잘만 다듬으면 어떤 것보다 날카로운 칼이 되고, 대퇴골은 어떤 것보다 단단한 둔기가 될 수 있습니다. 흉곽은 심장과 폐를 보호하기 위해 이렇게나 견고하고 아름다운 나치형이 되었죠. 이 몸의 아름다운 형태를 유지한 채로 몸이 지닌 태초의 정교한 가치를 망가뜨리지 않은 채로.
That's some interesting music in the background there.
귀중한 악기를 다루듯이 만들어야 합니다. 만져보세요. 근육과 힘줄의 결을 따라 칼날이 잡히지 않나요?
가장 살고 싶어 했던 놈의 뼈가 가장 죽이기 좋은 칼이 되었군.
그렇죠. 요시히데라면 이 진가를 알아차릴 줄 알았어요.
At least the ring nurse father seems nicer than the thumb. In a twisted way, obviously, but like, hey, it's a city, right?
그 어떤 것보다 정성을 기울여서 이 아이를 만들고 있답니다. 조금이라도 으스러지거나 균형이 안 맞는 뼈를 가지고 있으면 소용이 없거든요. 마침내 완성된다면 요시히데가 써주세요.
그러지.
그렇게나 노래 부르던 그 작품은 결국 완성을 못했나.
Yoshi muttered to herself. I was wondering if the sword that she does not unsheath happened to be that blade. Excuse me. Alright.
이번에는 재미 좀 보는가? 자들 더 생각이 있으면 허접한 것들을 갖다 내진 않았겠지.
Okay, so we've got a few standard auto mannequins, but we do have one that was has undergone corrosion. Let's have a quick look at these, shall we? Standard sort of like bleed. Yeah. Now we've seen this guy. Yeah, final power. Okay. Now, as for you, inflict urge. Okay, yeah, have that 5 stacks. Yeah, take SP, gain fragile and bind, remove. Gotcha. And hit. Inflict pink ribbons against the attacker. Count increased by 1 whenever the affected unit tosses an attack skill coin. Inflict bind by the effect count, then remove. Okay. I was worried that pink ribbons inflicted urge. It doesn't look like it. The bind is still annoying though. Alright. Go here. Well, that's just flat going to defeat this regardless. Let's do that.
나아가주게.
한 상체가 탈출했어. 죽지도 않으면서 오래 고통을 느끼는 괴물 새끼들.
Do like this
너희들이
attack.
겁쟁이는 아니어야 할 거야.
That's a fun one.
머뭇거리다가 아차하는 순간 죽어버릴 치고는 필요 없거든.
Hold on to Skullbuster.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
마주하고 겸연하라.
부족해 차려졌지 않나.
역시 이 정도쯤이야. 이런 악당들은 쉽게
I need to
물리칠
get
수 있다고.
15 for serious skull dust again. Okay. We'll wait for that. That.
나아가주게. 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
저기는 땅에 떨어졌네. 이제
One
우리를 누가
down.
막겠는가?
Okay, you don't have that available yet. Have the red one shortly, so we'll do that then. There.
이 또한 지식이도다.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit painful.
더러지 같은 놈들. 본인이 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을.
Okay, we can use Skullbuster now. Hey Sophie, how you going? Ah, damn it.
지식을 마주하고 겸연하라.
제압 효과가 굉장히 좋았어.
Okay.
기록적인 피해량인 것 같아.
이야기는 해장 후에 마주하지.
Let's that. And there, I think. What do we need for you? We need a little bit more slot. Gotcha. Okay. What did you end up watching, Sophie? Surely. There we go.
나아가주게. 편히 쉬시게.
Yeah, let's reload that there.
도피하지 말라.
I need to watch Master and Commander again. I remember enjoying it at the time, but I think I would enjoy it even more these days. I haven't watched The Green Knight though, but I have heard that that's quite a good one.
다들 평소보다 의욕적이야. 이런 분위기는 흔치 않아서 설레이네.
쓸데없이 흥분한 걸 수도 있지. 뭐 나쁜 건 아니기도 하고.
Here we are. Beautiful. Okay, use Pursuance now. And we are going to crush that there. Need a reload. Your fuel.
딱 되고.
지시를 마주하고 내가 너를 위해 기도할
That's
것이니
good.
넌 반드시 부서진다.
We'll have to try and make some time to watch that at some point. I'm still meaning to watch the
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
the third Knives Out
당신이
movie.
생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고.
I need to watch that for the last couple of
저는
weeks or so.
언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay. Start crushing these guys, shall we? Yeah, you've reloaded your fuel. That.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
잠든 그대를 기를
Wrench!
무지에서 도피하지 말라. 아이는 영원하지 않다.
I've not watched Monkey Man, so I can't comment on that.
이봐,
앞으로의 전투도
버틸
이대로만
자신 있어?
부탁드리겠습니다.
방금의 움직임 두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다, 아가씨.
이런 거지 뭐. 눈 감고도
내가 알아서 처리한다.
원더풀한 선택이었어.
놀만치 노른 것 같은
There we
게
go.
뻔히 보이는
이제 싸게 치워불고
There's our victory.
고생들이었다.
한자루는 죽어 떠난 자에 대한 축하를 한자루는
Nice to bring out Solemn
목숨을
Lament again. I do
묶여
like
살아갈 자에 대한
that.
엄숙한 애도
Solemn Lament is one of my favorite ego and abnormalities in Lobotomy Corporation. So yeah, nice to bring out that one. All right. Next up, we have Sanguine Artistry, which I'm going to guess is going to be similar to that, based on that. I'd say it wants us to bring Slash. I suppose those guys are weak to Slash, huh? Well, these guys are weak to fire, like a rat, so I can burn them. Oh, oops. Put back in there. Not really bringing any Splash along. Like it just didn't work out that way. Oh well, it's fine. Like I suppose I could bring along Keisho Mao, but then we wouldn't have any purple.
이제야 부르나 좀요.
주목. 연료는 잔뜩 준비해뒀지.
Yep, so we'll just we'll stick with what we got. It was working before,
죽음
so
충동 억제
I'm not concerned.
공인
I do like the Etchi Association. How it's basically like punch monk, punch priests. Also looks very very smart with his square glasses. Alright, let's go.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
분명히 기분이 분명하는 것 같아. 그 공격을 선택한 건 좋았던 것 같네.
뭐쇼? 대가리에 총 맞았냐? 왜 느자구 없이 쪼개고 있을까?
We'll go with that. We'll try and win. Why not? Over here.
나아가주게.
지시를 마주하고 겸용하라.
Roll better, Gregor.
응원도 결국은 나약한 자들이나 듣고 싶어하는
Alright,
위안일
yep, so we'll
뿐이다.
use you. We'll just
정보팀은
absolutely
조금 더 가치
unload
있는
on
걸
this guy.
추구하는 고수 아니겠습니까?
Yeah, I do want to save that. With flamethrower. And here. Yeah, save that.
나아가주게. 편히 쉬시게.
폴린이 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을!
기좋게 차려졌지 않나.
Beautiful. Alright.
敵は深手を追っています。
Ah, damn it. That's not enough for Skullbuster. Well, Furious Skullbuster, rather. Okay. Use chain. Now, let's not use chain. Let's just defend, I think. Go here. And with those. Tempted to do this, however, to build that up. Let's go with that.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
눈부시지 않다고 두려워하지 마.
It's done. Yeah. I really don't like that attack, how it just doesn't care because of the unbreakable coins.
아르카나들에게 당할 거야.
We
동료라면
need
어서 저 친구를
more
보살펴.
yellow. Alright, so we've got some yellow there. So let's get those.
나아가주게.
Yep, exactly, Sophie.
쉬시게.
I think I just blew up.
생체 반응이 끊어진
Burned to
객체의
death.
기록이 감지됩니다. 만약 제가 인간이었고 조금 더 쾌활한 성격이었다면
Alright.
당신과 하이파이브 같은 걸 시도해보았을지도 모르겠네요.
Okay. Activate that. And activate Bygone Days. There we go. Let's go to me. And we will... Yeah, we'll use that as a chance to refuel. Trip going on, why not? And yeah, we will bust this guy's skull in.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
저택을 안내해주지. 괜찮아. 상처는
정신 안 차릴 거야? 직원이 거의 반죽음 상태가 됐다고.
내
큰 사태로
죄는
번지기
내가 알아서
전에
처리.
얼른 수습하는 게 좋겠어.
Right, we'll get some healing down in a moment.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
Thank you.
역시 이곳은 결코 안전해질 수 없는 거예요. 살아남은 직원은 잘 돌봐주세요. 어차피
Kinda want to use that. Okay, yeah, we've got our fuel. Alright.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Smashing them. Knowing all this pierce damage that they're doing.
지시를 마주하고 겸연아. 방금의 움직임 두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다. 아가씨.
이런 것쯤이야. 눈 감고도 해.
징계팀 직원이라면 당연한 판단이긴 해요. 잘했다는 칭찬은 생략하는 게 좋고 다른 부서에 있는 애고까지 가져오길 잘했지.
Okay, so just these three left.
이만큼 효율적인 일도 없잖아.
We'll do that. And you know what? Let this, shall we? Coming up on the end of the fight, so we're able to just do whatever, right?
잠든 그대를 편히 쉬시게.
제압 대체에게 맞는 정상적인 공격이야. 잘했어. 티페리트,
이봐,
당연한 걸 한 것 가지고
버틸
칭찬할
자신 있어?
필요 없어.
비효율적인 공격이었습니다.
We have the eager resources to use his valve ability.
호주하는 직원이
It's fine.
완벽한 승리 축하드립니다,
나라도 그랬을
아가씨. 이 정도의 성과라면 4대 가문의 자제들도 인정할 수밖에 없을 겁니다.
좋은 수업 덕분이지.
한자루는 죽었던
There we
한자에
go.
대한 축하를. 한자루는
So,
목숨을 묶여 살아갈
our
자에 대한
next chapter
엄숙한
is the
애도를.
fingers.
자,
And
이상으로
we will be
끝내겠소.
back in a couple of minutes because it turns out it's timed very well with our break. Alright, be right back. Alright, and we're back. Let's go and see what's up with the fingers, shall we? Okay. I think we're coming up on the
정면,
end.
엘리베이터가 작동하고 있다.
I think this goes up to 18 or so. Not 100% certain. Maybe goes a little bit further than that, like 19 or 20. But we're definitely coming up on the end of part 1 of this Canto. I could see the light of the elevator beyond the lockdown door. If power has returned to the elevators, I mean, they want us to use them.
코에나 임군이 통제실에 성공적으로 도착했나 보구려.
The light! Ah! Then... Once the elevator doors opened, LCA agents began pouring into the facility in perfect order. They immediately began hacking and shooting down anything that got in their way. There wasn't the slightest hesitation in their movements, as though drilled into them over countless rehearsals. And yet they're coming in with guns. We're able to afford to equip our troops with guns and bullets. From the way they never failed to deliver a killing blow to any target that so much as twitched, even when it was already mangled beyond recognition, I could tell that they were seasoned veterans with years of combat experience. I began to grow certain that these fighters could brush aside any obstacle we faced with ease. I'm guessing they're gonna get killed.
LCA 특작팀이라 했나? 역시 제압에는 능수능란하군.
들리나? 아이, 내놔봐. 야! 들려?
I'm glad you care about us, Heathcliff.
아이 깜짝이야. 아이 조용히 말해도 잘 들리니까 소리는 지르지 말자고 히스클리프 씨.
미안하군. 조수군이 워낙 성질이 급해서. 수감자 오티스의 추측이 맞았네. 우리는 지금 통제실에 와 있고 여기 있는 단말기로 복도 상황을 볼 수 있는데 화질은 영 좋지 않지만 이쪽 구역에 말이지. LCA가 도착했다네.
그래. 우리 눈앞에도 보인다. 이 폐쇄 셔터 너머로.
다만 방금 내가 한 것은 전화들 앞을 가로막는 차단벽 하나를 열어준 게 다르니 다른 부서로 이어지는 내부 승강기를 복구하는 것과는 아무 연관이 없지.
그렇다면 이제 부상자들을 안전한 곳으로 올려보낼 수 있는 것인가?
그렇지는 않더군. 모종의 기술을 이용해 내려보냈지만 다시 올라가려면 시설을 복구해야 한다네. 그래도 다행이군. 구역별로 투입된 듯하니 다른 자들도 도움을 받을 수 있겠어. 연구와 관련 없는 살상 기술과 전투에 그다지 흥미를 느끼진 못했지만 주워 들은 바로는 저들이 도시 내에서도 알아주는 전투 집단이라더군.
정면.
Lights flickered, and... Alright. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. 3 LCA agents who were advancing while covering the front of their squad simultaneously fell to the floor without so much as a scream. Like a broken lamp, the light past the security wall continues to flicker. Between each flicker of the malfunctioning light, the outline of the intruder's weapon seemed to shift into a different shape. Yeah, pretty much, Sion. At first, the shadow stretched into a sharp tip of a pick. Then, after several more flickers, it took on the familiar outline of an axe, very much resembling Roger's own.
생김새 원장으로 보아 LCA의 정찰 작전에 특화된 팀이군요. 모노리스 회수 때 나타났던 팀과 같은 계열로 보입니다.
아니, 그렇다 해도 저 정도로 숙련된 부대를 혼자서...
Yeah, I remember when the trailer came out, like I took a double take at seeing this guy and wondering if he was a bit Roland-like. So we'll see what's going on here, I think.
호에나임군, 듣고 있는가?
들린다네. 이쪽은 아직이나만 그쪽은 벌써 제압이 끝난 건가?
절대 복도로 나가지 마시게.
왜 그런가? 단말로 확인해보니 방금 LCA 대원들이 환상체 하나를 완벽히 제압했더군. 저 까다로운 환상체를 몇 분 만에 제압하다니. 이건 관찰 기록에도 덧붙여놔야겠어.
이쪽으로 파견된 LCA 지원 병력은 전멸했다.
방금 뭐라고 했나?
해방된 야전 상황이었다면 정찰 때만으로도 LCA가 패배하진 않았을 것입니다. 하지만
거미줄에 걸려있다는 사실을 잊으면 적골이 나지. 저들은 자신들이 지극히 유리한 곳으로 먹잇감을 끌어들인다. 개방, 탁 트인 공간. 가정조차 의미가 없다. 그런 일은 애초부터 일어나지 않을 테니.
Shape the battlefield to your advantage.
봐라. 먹잇감이 자신이 가장 잘 사냥할 수 있는 무대로 직접 걸어 들어가지 않나.
What Alyssa had described earlier was becoming more and more apparent to us. A relaxed but disciplined gait. The man, after having slaughtered dozens of LCA agents, slowly turned around to face us, his sharp dress shoes lazily clopping against the floor. He seemed to have been aware of our presence from the get-go. Light dances across the glossy surface of his white mask. He returns a smile in response to Ryoshi's furious wrath. Then, his lips part, soundlessly mouthing a sentence, word by word. Hi, sweetheart. How did your reviews go?
딸, 훈련은 어땠어?
똑같아. 지루해. 아빠, 팔에 상처가 났는데 직접 입힌 거야?
아, 맞아. 나이프로 내 팔을 관통시키면서 상대를 38번 찔러야 했거든.
Oh, this sounds like the index nurse father, given the specificity of that.
20번째부터는 정말 아프더구나. 그거 알아, 딸? 자결통은 찹쌀통보다 100배는 더 고통스럽다고 하더라. 그러니 누군가를 처리해야 할 땐 불은 사용하지 마. 그들이 고통에 몸부림치면서 너만을 저주하며 지옥으로 떨어질 텐데. 적어도 마지막엔 그들에게 더 나은 주마등을 안겨줘야 하지 않겠니?
Good advice, Dad.
알았어.
가까이 와보렴. 얼굴에 긁힌 상처가 있구나. 발렌치나의 수업 중에 생긴 거겠지? 그는 너무 과격해. 상처의 개수가 곧 훈련의 척도와 비례한다고 생각하는 자야. 흉이 안 지게 잘 치료해야지.
Okay, he's definitely not mimicking Roland or anything. He's just wearing like a smart suit and like has like short black hair. I mean, sure, he's got like that mask as well, I guess, but that's not like Roland's.
그러던가.
아니 방금 LC와의 무전대로라면 관리자님께서 위험...
오티스, 저도 걱정은 되는데요. 당장 우리 쪽도 만만치 않은 상황인 것 같아요.
그건 복구된 CCTV 화면인가?
네, 이 앞을 비추고 있어요. 근데 자네도 와서 보게. 내 기억이 틀리지 않다면 이런 복식을 한 자는
중지?
Oh, well, looks like the middle nurse father has arrived now, and perhaps unsurprisingly, he's looking fabulous as ever.
저쪽에서 전멸당했다는 사람도 이렇게 당했나 보네. 이건 거의 죽이다 못해 사람을 부서뜨리고 있는데? 뭐라고 자꾸 큰 소리로 떠드는 것 같기도 하고 소리가 잘 들리진 않는데.
요시히데라고 계속 외치고 있군.
그리고 웃고도 있어. 입을 크게 벌리고 몸까지 들썩이며 무엇이 그리도 즐거운 것인지 광인과 같군 그래.
지금 사람이 저만큼 날아간 거야? 발로 찬 것뿐인데?
선명한 화면은 아니지만 다리는 의체일까? 아닌가? 강화 문신을 몸이 전부 뒤덮일 때까지 받으면 저런 모양이 될 수도 있을 것 같고. 아, 울아빠 곰발바닥 보고 있구나?
Oh dear. I'm guessing you're his apprentice? Oh, she's cute. She's probably gonna be scary as hell.
누구야? 나? 나는 키라라고 해.
Oh no, it's Kira!
기척도 없이. 종원, 전투 준비!
아니야. 너희 우리 아빠 보고 있는 거 아니야? 방해 안 할 거야. 싸우지도 않을 거고. 그런 중요한 일을 하는 거라면 내가 대기 타줘야지. 응, 마저 감상해.
I'm just here to watch, don't worry. You guys watch as well.
아빠라고? 저 사람이?
Congrats to Kira on transitioning. He looks great.
맞아. 진짜 yor라게 멋지지. 너네 방금 봤어? 저 기술 있잖아. 완전 간지인 것 같지 않아? 나도 따라하려고 하는데도 잘 안 된다니까. 어떻게 저런 강속구로 복도 끝까지 처박히게 하지? 학살을 마치 놀이나 경기 따위로 취급하는가. 불쾌하기 그지없는 물의 배로군.
That might be going into the Book of Grudges.
너 그런 쪽이야? 재밌다.
Oh no, he's friendly.
나도 좋아해. 일주일 전에 나왔던 빗줄기 속 검객 최신하에 등장하는 캐릭터가 그런 말투 쓰잖아. 비 엄청 오는데 삿갓을 싹 들치면서. 뭐야? 너도 모르는 거야? 그 작품? 주위에 계속 추천하는 중인데 아무도 호응을 안 해. 한 놈은 맨날 훈련만 해대고, 한 놈은 지 검이랑만 조잘거리고, 한 놈은 자꾸 혼자 싸돌아다니고, 나머지 하나는 뭐라는 줄 알아? 논리적으로 말이 안 되는 게 너무 많대. 그게 제대로 된 감상이냐고. 왜 만화책에 그런 걸 따져? 걔랑은 아무튼 처음부터 끝까지 안 맞는다니까.
I mean, she's got a point. Some people do get like really obsessed with like, hey, does this story make sense or whatever? Oh, look at all the plot holes over here. Cinema Sins, I'm looking at you. Like, just sit down and enjoy a story, right?
아무튼 그거 본 사람 있으면 손들어 볼래? 나랑 3시간, 아니 4시간만 같이 떠들어주라.
She's a little bit like Dawn, except with comic books.
그만. 가짜는 헛소리로 구슬려질 정도로 우리는 모르지 않다.
아까부터 화면에 잡히는 게 없어요. 오티스, 저 사람이 자기가 말한 대로 중지아비의 제자라면.
어이, 딸님! 근처에서 놀고 있으랬더니 뭐 이렇게 멀리 왔어?
돌겠군.
I'd have stronger words than that, Otis.
무정이 더 들어오지 않는 건.
이보게! 이스마일군! 오티스군! 왜 아무도 대답이 없는 겐가?
느낌이 좋지 않네요. 관리자님도 떨어져 있는 상황에서 서로 무슨 상황인지도 모르고.
아무래도 시설 복구를 서둘러야겠네. 차단벽 제어권만 들어온다면 서로 협력하기 용이할 테니. 마침 이 근처에도 소실된 회로 하나가. 바로 이 방에.
Flesh Idol?
이것은 약지 조직원이 지나간 흔적이 보이는군요.
Oh no, it's not an abnormality. Don't worry about it. It's just the ring putting on an art display. It's fine.
야, 그렇게 빤히 쳐다볼 필요는 없어.
HR Giga is a member of the ring.
아니, 역겨움이라는 감정은 내게 큰 영향을 주지 못하네. 다만
Yeah, I also wish that Dawn happened to be in the same room as Kira, so that they could potentially bond over Cloudburst.
팀장님, 일일이 누구의 얼굴인지 헤아리지 마세요.
Oh shit, yeah, Hohenheim. Like, he puts on like a disaffected air, but he genuinely cares about his subordinates. And, like, hates seeing them die and shit like that, and wants to remember them.
그래, 무심코 한눈을 팔았군. 계속하지. 뭐, 할 말이라도 있나?
드물게도 파우스트 역시 호hen하임의 말에 동의하고 있다는 생각이 드는군요.
뭘?
이럴수록 빠르게 시설을 복구시켜야 한다는 것을 말입니다.
I do like Hohenheim. It's a cool image, though. I do like the LCA. But I'm guessing the LCA are the Udjet, under a new name, essentially. Oh, all right. Well, we got combat over here. 917, the Nurse Fathers. It's only 10 turns, so maybe we're just maybe it's fine. Alright, so go in with our same team.
죽음 충동 억제.
And we will see how things play out. Leaving behind the perpetrator of the carnage greeting Yoshu on the other side of the security wall, we have no other choice but to make our way towards the lab.
류슈양. 답하기 싫은 물음이라 하면 비껴보내어도 괜찮네만. 아비란 자들과는 어떤 사이였는가? 단순히 그대와 악연으로 물든 인연이라기에는. 방금 전 그대의 표정은 조금 미묘해서 말이오.
모든 조각이 맞물려진 것은 아니지만 그들은 말 그대로 아비, 나라는 검을 펴려낸 내 아비들이었다.
Alright, more mannequins.
딱히 할 말은 없네요. 할 수 있다. 힘을 냈으면 한다.
Let's get this fight underway. You know, we'll just go with the Skullbuster immediately. It'll help get things going.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Damn it.
으타! 더 먹어치워라!
Kind of need to roll better to get your things going there.
직원들 복장 점검은 다 마치셨습니다. 특히 저번처럼 소매 단추를 달랑거리는 채로 제압하는 직원이 보여서는
Let's go with it. You do that. You save that for when you're actually clashing with someone. Damn it.
지식을 마저 겸용하라.
There we go. Yep. Also explains why Ryoshi was the third strongest.
언제나 그랬듯이.
So I'm
실패할 수도 있겠지.
very interested in seeing Otis's Canto. Again, Otis is my favorite character. I sort of went into this looking forward to her story the most because I'm a big fan of the Odyssey, and Odysseus is my favorite sort of mythological hero, I guess. So honestly, it makes sense. It's like a huge sword and sandal sort of adventure, right? Over here, I think I'm going to defend. Yeah, you go with that.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
A bit unfortunate that you're gonna lose all that sanity. But yeah, I do need to win that. I've already did a few adaptations of the Odyssey out there. I haven't been following the current one that they're planning. So I don't know if that's going to be any good or not. Obviously, I hope that it is. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Over here. Yeah. Defend that.
언제까지 버티나 보자고. 눈부시지 않도록 두려워하지 마.
Okay, there's a stagger.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
약점을 찔렀어.
그 짧은 인생 메르소의 가르침이군요. 대답 정도는 해주십시오. 대련이니까 여기까지.
괜히 목숨을 걸지 마. 내가 가주가 된 이상
Yep, so
너도
here
내가
we'll
돌봐야 할
filibuster.
홍원의 사람이니까.
Rush them. Say goodbye here. Yeah, your fuel's looking fine. I'll hold off there.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
지금이다. 해골바가지 거미 대가리. 자!
편히 쉬시게. 전부 그대로 기를 테니.
저기는 땅에 떨어졌네. 이제 우리를 누가 막겠는가?
Next up. I do think we need to get our pursuance down. just so that we can avoid any premature stuns.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
Normally I wouldn't use Fire Fist there, but Gregor had low fuel, and I was going to have to like regenerate anyway, so might as well use a strong attacks to avoid them being cut off by refueling.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 제 예상만큼 관리자님의
개체에게
능력이 우수하다는
치명적인
것이
손상을
증명된
입히는 데
것 같다.
성공했습니다.
다행이군요.
앞으로의 전투도 이대로만 부탁드리겠습니다.
Go with that.
딱 떼고.
지식을 마주하고 겸여다.
그 누구도 이곳에선 안전할 수 없어요. 저 개체도 마찬가지겠죠.
40 now. I could use this. Get like attack weight? Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we?
대가리 딱 떼고.
편히 쉬시게.
All right, let's go big.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은 이빨이지 않을 테니.
This is what we were building up to, people.
잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요.
똘만치 노른 것 같은 게
또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
고생들였다.
거반님, 내가
All that damage right at the end.
돌아와서 모조리 불태울
Like literally almost all of it was that big attack there. All right. So 918 cigarettes and the nurse father. clear stage is our objective here. Out of curiosity. Alright, so yeah, this is a long fight. What people have brought for it. Well, someone went in with just 3. Yeah, alright. Well, yeah, perhaps unsurprisingly, you're fixed. You don't have affinities. No, alright. I mean, I really hope that it's not like Slash, because we're not taking in any Slash characters. If it is, like, I might just have to go with Heisho. And whatever, it's fine. Most people using W Corp here. Orange, blue, purple. I want to use that. Takes away a lot of my purple, but I'm also not using a lot of purple with this team, am I? It would give us some badly needed slash. So you build up your own charge count fairly well. Just gotta make sure that we don't use this at below 15. Oh, we'll try. We'll try it. It'll give us the slash that I suspect that we'll need, considering all the other enemies so far. So, yeah.
DH의 교리에 따라 행할 뿐.
다 온 것 같군, 실험실. ACD나 AC 쪽은 아까의 무전을 끝으로 더 이상 연락이 없어.
좋지 않은 일에 휘말린 게 아니길 바라오만.
관리자, 혹시 느껴져? 황금가지 말이야. 저들이 혹시 먼저 가져가기라도 했다면.
Not yet. I don't think they did. Still in there.
그래. 그나마 불행 중 다행이라 해야 하나?
Gregor mumbled on in a gloomy tone.
호에나임 씨가 이 소식을 들으면.
He stepped into the lab. The lights were off. It was completely dark inside. If the assailants were indeed after the Golden Bough, what could they possibly want with it? I was deeply engrossed in my thoughts when I noticed that Ryoshu had stopped in her tracks. Ryoshu?
이 앞에 나딕다 못해 지긋지긋한 향이 나고 있다.
Even in the cloying darkness of the unlit lab, Ryoshu seemed to notice something out of place.
냄새라고 해봤자 류슈 씨의 담배 냄새 말고.
Nope.
그렇네.
당신
Only silence welcomed us in the lab. We couldn't hear any breathing, but there it was without a doubt. The stink of cigarettes, that chilling, disembodied sense of dread we couldn't exactly put our finger on.
그곳에서 나올 때 나는 누군가를 경멸하고 있었다. 분명.
Yoshi started muttering as though she was gripped by the chill. I noticed she wasn't speaking to me though. It seemed as though she was wading through a bog of mutilated memories to cling to her emotions at that moment.
지의 성, 마지막까지 당신은
Ah, the Pinky. That's who we haven't heard from yet.
나를 괴롭게 할 생각뿐이었던 거야. 그렇지? 나 때문에? 그건 내가 할 말이지, 요시히데. 네 존재가 지금까지 내 모든 앞길을 막고 있다는 거 알고 있지? 그러니까 이래야 공평하잖아. 요시히데, 나에게는 계속 들려와. 녹슬고 무거운 족쇄 소리가 달그락 달그락.
In that vision of the past, Ryoshu raises her sword in an agonizingly slow motion, unsheathing the blade that we have never seen revealed before. A white blade of such unfeeling purity, devoid of even a trace of mercy beneath its pale edge. In a split second, I was blinded by the glint of the blade. Ryoshu clutched the hooded figure's jaw in her crushing grip. Then, without a moment of hesitation, she drove the blindingly bright sword into the figure's mouth. Ryoshu pulled the sword out in a single swift motion. The figure coughed out a thick glob of blood and a piece of her sliced tongue. I'm sure she's fine. See, she's happy. But she spat out more than just the bloody chunk of flesh. Claw hacked its way out of her mouth. The triumphant laughter of one who had just seized the victory of one's life. With a deep, ragged breath, Ryoshu let the sword fall from her grip. She stood rooted in her spot, staring at the flailing figure with a look of pure confusion. Why so serious?
과악만이한 과거의 악취가 만연하는군.
Thanks for translating. Sinclair's not here. And right now, right before Ryoshu's eyes, the vivid presence from the memories of the past came to life in the form of a white silhouette. Her hand slowly brushing the lips beyond which no tongue laid, as if to remember the absence of the organ that Ryoshu had so mercilessly cut off. Like a lone watchman who had been keeping vigil, awaiting our arrival. He's a little bit distorted there. The mouth that lost its tongue faced Ryoshu without opening even once. But I think I heard a whisper of a hollow sigh escaping between her lips.
나는 나의 5 아비로 인해 이 세상에서 가장 소중한 걸 놓고 왔다. 그러니까 되찾아와야 한다.
다시 만나게 되어 진심으로 반가워, 류슈. 라고 주인님께서 말씀을 전하라 하셨사옵니다.
소지아비.
주인님께서는 이 비천한 자에게 따로 바람이 없으시니 자연지사 소생은 적막히 녹슬어가는 검과 같아 하루가 권태롭고 내일이 허망하였사옵니다. 그 무렵 그대가 거미씨를 따라 이리 오신 은혜로 이렇게 주인님의 뜻을 재차 받들 기회를 얻었죠.
What if this person's from District S? Given the way that he speaks.
혀가 길군. 비켜라.
As her apprentice approached us, Ryoshu's nurse father slowly stepped away towards where the container of golden boughs lay nestled, emanating a soft glow.
준비가 끝났사옵니다. 계획한 것을 잊진 않으셨겠죠?
Where the nurse father had left, a figure clad in steel armor entered. What's that?
기술이 접목된 무구라기엔 상당히 투박해 보이는구려.
I mean, it reminds me of Zwei. Not the Ruiner Zwei, but the ones that showed up in Don Quixote's Canto. It's fine, Sophie. You don't have to worry.
싱클레어 군의 집. 그 지하에서 보았던 고문기구와도 닮은 것 같소.
살도, 피도, 뼈도 드러내지 않고 상대하겠다라. 내게 보여줄 예술치곤 미학의 격이 떨어지는데 이런 상황에서의 침묵은 아름답지 않다고 그자에게 배우지 못했나? 그자, 약자비는 어디에 있지?
The armored figure answered Yoshu's question with a swing of their huge sword. Maybe this is the ring apprentice? We need to take care of this quick and track down the golden bough. Let's fend them all off.
제법 미학을 깨우쳤군, 시계. 단 얘가 무엇인지 보여주지.
All right.
딱히 할 말은 없네요.
All right, so you're Ren apparently.
제게
끼어들지 마.
그러지는 않을 거잖아요.
Dash of times past. Yeah, so skill slot +1. Yep, okay. Let's have a look at you, shall we? What's up with you, Ren? So you have Moonlit as your blade, 5 shield for every stack, plus 1% damage on crit hit for every stack, but lose a stack when hit. Alright, so we gotta keep on hitting this guy to take down the Moonlit Azure Blade. We've got a lot of defense going on. So, gain 8 poise. If the skill slot using the skill is a main target of an attack, gain 4 fewer poise from this effect. But does gain poise if okay. Defend, Tactical Guard, 2 fewer poise if you attack there. Yep, alright. And poise count. And reflect. Okay. So, Flash lose 1 poise count. Alright. After attack skill end, deal number of slash coins that critically that hit critically times 10 slash damage against each target. Cannot be staggered due to this damage. Ooh, alright. Interesting. So if we go with like a slash crit build, he gets the counter attack against us. I'm guessing that means he's got like bad slash resistance? Alright. We'll have to have a look. Dang, yep. This unit has Moonlit as your blade gain the following effects. SP does not drop below 0. Convert any SP damage taken into gloom damage. In a clash against targets that aren't Ryoshu, clash power -2. Take -20% damage from targets other than Ryoshu. Reset, fixed panic type. Unit's poise potency is capped at 25. Any excess poise will be converted to Moonlit as your blade. Alright. And when panicked, start losing poise potency. Understood. Alright. Well, let's get into it, shall we? So you're going there. There. Yeah, everything's covered.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
편히 쉬시게.
Yeah, he is indeed weak against slash.
갑자기 나를 도와준다니. 이건 무슨 수작질이지?
Alright, so now he's coming back.
없진 않으나 특별히 이상한 점은 없군요.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. Use those. So he's got unnamed cut. 50% damage on crit. Inflict slash fragility. Twin strike. Gain as your blade. And poise. Triple strike. Okay. Sorry, these ones have attack weight. Alright, we'll have to keep those in mind. There. Let's go with that. That leaves you for that. Alright.
이 또한 지식이 되도록 지식을 마주하고 겸용하라.
Ouch. He evaded most of it.
응원도 결국은 나약
Oh, hey, Meta.
환자들이나 듣고
How you
싶어하는
going?
위안일
Not looking at all because you haven't progressed at all in the Canto. You've had so much time,
조금 더
Meta.
가치 있는 걸
You've had a few
추구하는
days.
고수 아니겠습니까?
Thanks for stopping by, though. Yeah, we're in a fight. Okay, so we need to keep that down. Okay. Let's do that there. Oh, hello. We're up to there now, so you want to do that at all? Sure, why not? Here we go. Different strategies with Meta and C on there.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
Damn it.
머지않아
Almost got through his shield
객체로부터
there.
강한 공격이 예상됩니다. 공포에 직면해야만 하는 시간이라는 거죠.
Oh, hello. I don't like that. Maybe I should have saved that. Okay, oh, we got that. Okay, this might be fine. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. This should be able to defeat that one. Let me quickly check it though. Is there a reason it can clash with this skill regardless of speed? Yeah, 1% damage, yeah. And... okay, lucky we got down to below 20 there. Because it just nerfed that a little bit. Alright. To treat form. Gain Moonlit as your blade count on self. Shield HP. Okay. Alright. Slowly cutting down the Moonlit Azure Blade. Okay. You do that. You do that. I think I've got something that's doubling up here. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Covered all of those. Let's proceed, shall we?
나아가주게.
Damn it.
지식을 마주하고 경영하라.
중앙 본부에서 전파할게.
Okay, so we got our ad break. So we're going to take a brief pause here, and we will resume the fight against Ren in a couple of minutes, okay? Be right back. All right. Oh. There we go. Sorry, we're back now. Mari just had something she wanted to say about Gregor. And let's resume our fight, shall we? We're actually building up a fair few burn stacks on Ren here, even though Gregor's our only a fire type character here. So, and we've almost taken down the other Moonlit Azure Blade. So, let's resume the conflict and see how things go. All right. Go there. You go there.
끼어들지 마라. 한참 좋을 때다.
That surely. There. Not necessarily. Wanna do that, perhaps? Yeah, let's do that. We can build. We can get our sort of like our fuel back that way, and we can save this for when the shield sort of like starts going down. It's basically it's good to hold on to like strong attacks.
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
Doing damage now.
너희는 잘해낼 거야. 언제나 그랬듯이. 실패할 수도 있겠지. 언제나 그랬듯이.
Lovely. All right. Well, here comes Albina, who is indeed the ring apprentice. Let's go find out your deal, shall we? As we resume this fight. Okay, so butcher ribs. Yeah, bonuses with bleed. This is a good song though. Almost like a Ruiner realization song actually. Okay. Oh yeah, so she's able to buff herself. Ashia hungers. Okay. Porpoise ingredient. Unique charge. That doesn't sound good. At 2 corpus ingredient, it expires and then gain artwork Fascia. And if you have Fascia, use the powerful attack this turn, along with base power going up and improving your bleed. If this unit is hit by an attack skill before using the powerful attack, gain 1 impact rattled armor. When using repressed flesh, lose 10 final power for every stack. At 3 stacks after using repressed flesh, lose this effect and become staggered. Alright, this is definitely something we need to pay attention to. Can this take place more than once per turn, I wonder? Plus, we might have to hit her 3 times before she uses repressed flesh. And well, we'll see what happens when we get to that point anyway. So take less damage from a whole bunch of those. If this unit isn't staggered, 2 protection, 10 defense, and shield equal to 10% of current HP. They've got a shield of over 100, I'm guessing. Yeah, 135, yeah. Every time this unit uses repressed flesh in this encounter, gain 1 fewer protection, 5 fewer defense level up, reduce percentage, yeah. This unit isn't staggered. When hit by the last coin of an attacker, activate the following. Deal pierce damage by 20% of the said coin's damage and inflict 2 bleed. Dagger. 1 and 3 heal 30 FP. At 60% HP, recover from stagger, end the turn. Alright. On the plus side, we've got more points to play with. Okay. Double Fire Fist, eh? Here. Okay. Not enough there. So do that. I don't know if I want to do this, admittedly, because this is going to be putting poise on. And once that's on, then he's going to start being able to, like, counterattack us. So I might hold off on that. This. Okay.
언제까지 버티나 보자고. 편히 쉬시게.
어렵지 않지? 이미 관찰 기록이 있는 유형대로만 공격하면 되잖아.
관찰 기록을 잘 읽은 것 같네. 훌륭했어. 제압 개체에게 맞는 정상적인 공격이야. 잘했어.
티페리트. 당연한 걸 한 것 가지고 굳이 칭찬할 필요 없어. 해냈구나. 나라도 그랬을 거야.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and you're using that again. Alright. So you've got Ragged Breath now, so you're losing poise. You're burning reasonably nicely. Weak to bludgeoning. Gotcha. Alright. Now... want to bring that out. That. Okay, that works for you. What else? I need yellow. So, throw this on somewhere. Yeah, throw that down there. Seems good to me. As for here... Okay, you don't quite have the charge. throw that down. Yeah, let's throw this down. It'll increase the amount of bleed you're taking, the amount of burn you're taking, and also give you some fragile next turn. So we'll do that. Here. That going there. You left. Hey. Yeah, go with that.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
무불아위.
원더풀 선택이었어 나리! 적의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
So more gore.
눈부시지 않도록 두려워하지 마.
I don't know if this is going to end up being relevant, but let's put it down anyway, just in case.
소생의 쓸모는 다 하였어.
표계릴이 얼마 남지 않았습니다.
He's out of combat now.
남은
All
기간
right.
동안 어떻게든 성과를 내야 해.
Here we go. Repressed flesh.
확실한 성과를.
So. During the turn this unit has the skill equipped, gain the following effect. When hit by attack skills, before using this skill, gain 1 impact rattle armor. Once per enemy skill, including ego skills, does not trigger Iron Maiden spikes, cannot be staggered before using this skill. Alright. On kill... yeah, coin power, +1 for every bleed, 10% damage at every bleed. Clash lose, cannot stagger, lose artwork. Alright. Offense level down. And... so you're not triggering spikes on us. I think this is good. I'm going to use this as the big attack. But otherwise we're going to use a number of things here. Here we go.
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
올바른 방법으로 캐치에게 일격을 가해주는 이것이 바로 정보의 힘입니다.
Weakened because of all the impact there. I can definitely see how someone not reading this could choose to like counter that with the first attack and make horrible mistake.
운명의 기운이 분명하는 것 같아. 나의 그 공격을 선택한 건 좋았던 것 같네. 넌 이제 아니야.
Okay, yep, so you're staggered now. Beautiful. I want to do this to inflict. So this is good. Yep, go.
언제까지 버티나 보자.
What did we do the other one first? Damn it!
징계팀 직원이라면 당연한 판단이긴 해. 잘했다는 칭찬은 생략한 게
지시를 마주하고 경영아.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로
But she's going to go into like a phase 2 or something like that, or end the fight early or something.
아야, 여기서 그러고 있으면 뭐가 똑 떨어져야.
She's for display only.
힘이 안 된 게 머리를 쓰려는
Oh,
거지.
hello.
그 시기 안 하면 안 되겠지.
Multiply the damage from the Iron Maiden Spike's passive by 20. This effect cannot be saved by offsetting this skill. I think we just don't attack this turn. So I mean, if we attack right now, she's gonna slaughter us. Plus, if that's gonna be multiplied by the final coin by 20, like that's insane. D is not for touching. Do not touch. No touchy.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
There we go.
딱히 할 말은 없네요. 할 수 있다. 힘을 냈으면 한다. 제게 그런 말을 바라시지는 않을 거잖아요.
Okay, and I need to do a heal. So we need to get ourselves some yellow down.
나아가주게. 편히 쉬시게.
이거 당연히 거시기 해야지. 이런 거 쫙 보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아.
계획에 없는 행동을 삼가라고
소생이 누누이 말하지 않았사옵니까?
I thought we were about to go into phase 2. Maybe this is the final part of the fight.
보여? 파시아도 두근거리기 시작했어. 오랜만에 보는 떨림이야. 파시아에게 대화 정도는 시켜줄 수 있지 않겠니?
그런 사사로운 욕망의 표출은 이번 계획에 있지 않사옵니다.
맥박을 놓치며 달아오르는 살결을 구경만 하는 그런 계획. 파시아는 거슬리나 봐. 힘줄이 팽팽해졌어.
주인된 자들의 뜻에 따르기 위해서는 이런 흔한 장단에는 초연해지셔야 하옵니다.
마에스트로님의 영영 되찾을 수 없는 아이에 대해 늘 궁금했었는데 조형 정도는 준비해볼 수 있지 않겠어?
뜻을 헤아릴 줄도 모르는 망나니에게 가지를 한번 칠 필요가 있겠군요.
Yep, even in the House of Spiders, it looks like the fingers still have antagonism against each other. With that, the man who stood in our way leaped towards the pulsating greatsword of flesh and delivered a powerful strike.
다행이라고 말해야 할지. 저들끼리 싸우느라 정신이 없는 것 같구려.
The golden bow! Feeling a dull pain squeezing through the grooves of my mind, I turned towards the spot from which the sensation surged forth, and saw Ryoshu standing there. In her eyes burned hatred and fury, a glare that would easily have had me believe that she would unsheath the sword from her back at any minute. At the receiving end of that glare was the veiled figure who'd been watching our battle without a word. The Pinky's nurse father simply stood there, meeting Ryoshu's wrathful gaze as she did in the fragmented memories. Then she withdrew into the shadows, the darkness slowly eating away at her shape, before disappearing from our sight.
단테, 황금가지는 찾았어? 이 틈을 타.
No. Too late. I felt the dull pain in my head lift as I pointed at where the veiled person stood. The golden boughs that should have been there were gone. What remained in their place were dozens of cigarette butts, the same kind that Ryoshu smoked, piled up like a thick layer of dust.
훌륭한 전시회였어. 하, 이걸 오히려 고맙다고 말해야 하나?
How many turns did we do that one in? Did we do it in 9 or 10 turns? I'm just curious. Wondering because they've got the other scores there now, don't they? Oh, and that's the end. It looks like. Does it have my clear statistics here? No, it doesn't. Oh well. I think I did pretty good in that fight. But yeah, with that, we will be returning next week. I think on the Thursday is Thursday is when the next part of this will come out. So look forward to that then. All right. So as to what we're doing for the rest of the week, like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be up for streaming Super Robot Wars tomorrow, unfortunately. Like, it's been a busy week for me, and like, my headspace isn't quite the best either. So I might just take tomorrow off for myself in that case, and we will return to Limbus Company on the Thursday. I think that's probably going to be for the best. But yeah, we still have to go and raid someone, don't we? So let's go and see who is streaming what at the moment. Let's see. Who is streaming what? Alright. Let's go and raid Don Koala. Don Koala is streaming Total War Warhammer 3. Something up as like Warhammer Total War. Like they freaking changed like it to be the Total War at the front, and like that still does my head in. So yeah, we'll go in over there and go say hello to him. Okay. Thank you very much as always, and hope to see you all next time. All right. See ya.